today I am in the premises, I'm at the residence of Mr. Mohammed Obaid Mubarak, the Managing Director of Dubai Shipbuilding and Engineering LLC, Dubai. Well, this is a fantabulous place here, and it's like the Arabian Tales. You would have heard about the Arabian Tales, how they live in splendor. Well, the first time when I went to meet this gentleman in his office, he was such a down-to-earth and a very simple man. And this character of his could be the reason that he is such a successful business magnate today. It's indeed an honor for us, the crew of Marine Biz TV, to welcome Mr. Mohammed Obaid Mubarak to the Quarterdeck Show. Hello and welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Well, the first question which I'd like to pose to you is new shipbuilding. If you take new shipbuilding, we have heard from reliable sources, we are always into the market, we've been going around speaking to several people. We understand that you pioneered, or you were one of the major players as far as the new shipbuilding within the Emirates is concerned. How did it all start about, or if you could tell us about those old days until now, the viewers would be interested.
The first thing, I love the boat and the marine.
Okay.
When you love something, you want to go deeply in it. First we're buying the vessel, and after, we like to do the vessel, build the vessel which we wanted to be used. And around our nations was not available. We have to go or Far East or Europe, somewhere else.
Okay.
And our dream to build for the vessel or the boat which we require, make our requirement. As small as and the way how handle, that is our starting for our own self, for our mother company was Mubarak Marine.
How many years before, like?
We start to build the vessels since 97.
Okay. Now, your relationship with Mubarak Marine. I'd like to know about the relationship between Dubai Shipbuilding and Engineering LLC and Mubarak Marine.
This the mother company, and this is the start at 75. Between three brothers.
Yeah.
I am the middle and the bigger and the younger. Okay. And that is the mother company which we are started from Mubarak Marine, this Dubai Shipbuilding, through Mubarak Marine. And to support, to make a boat first and to repair the boat for Mubarak Marine. And she is the mother company for Dubai Shipbuilding.
So all three of you all are together now?
Still together, and this is our successful, because when you have somebody back you up, each one back each other's, always you all been the successful. Because when you are brother, you don't need much salary. You can survive with anything, and always that is the target. Because if you have 3 employees of the managers or of them, always in the beginning you need to go for high salary income. But when you are brothers, you can survive what you have, what you're getting from the beginning, and after you start to increase yourself.
Moving on to the human resource sector, because the success of any organization depends primarily on the human resources. Of course, you should have the timing, the right time, the blessings of God and the environment and so many issues, but you need the right people to take care of your activities at the right time. So the people in the organization, or no matter what, the country, if you take the country or India or China or any country in the world, because you need people, after all, to buy, to sell, do things. So the human resource of any organization is the biggest resource. So taking your organization into consideration, what sort of people do you hire? Is it mainly from India or the locals, or it's multi-language, multi-ethnic?
You see, this country, the richest country in the manpower and the human resources.
Okay.
Richest than all around the world. Richest not from inside, because we are richest because from our neighbors' countries. If you go, we have 6 countries, which is like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Philippines, Arabian country.
Okay.
Every of those 6 or 7 countries have good sources in some part of the business on the world. Some banking people, something restaurant people, some industrial people, something construction people. And you can find it. If you will go to Bombay, you will find these people finding too much difficulty with the manpower, because the person, if he take from Kerala to fly to India, will take 3 hours. If he fly to Dubai, he will take 4 hours, 1 hour different, doesn't make difference. And the language doesn't have make difference, because he will come here, will learn Urdu, and he will go to India, will learn Urdu. And there's no problem. One of the sources and the riches of this country, because of the manpower availability in this country, come through the neighbor. And so many people that give a lot in this country, and get a lot to those country from this country, because of from the God. I don't know how this happened, but when you find the people come from outside, improving themselves, those doing better, and when he go back to his country, if he was getting 1,000, when you go back, he getting 2,000, because he's more and advanced in his work. He more learn about new technology, new machinery, and when he go back to his country, he can do more better than what he was before. And his salary immediately, if he go to his country, he said, I work somewhere in UAE, and now I go back, I get 100%, I'm sure 100% he will get double and triple salary than he getting before, because he's better pay, because he more improved himself. He used more better machinery, more better technology, more better chance, and he more vision, because far away from family, he's restricting only his work. And you also get so much from these peoples, because that time when those come, those give a lot. Those coming for work, those workers, real workers, because no person will leave his country and go to another country and he's useless, because he want to do something. He want to do something for his family, and that is effect in our work, and we get in this output. But when you work in the house, you will find half of them the useless people, because he's coming from home looking for work, looking for money only, and to go back. But here we're getting the people who want. There's very minor 10% or 5% useless. That doesn't affect. And that is one of our main source and armor after the oil, one of the main, our good thing in this country. If you see like this towers, it's going faster. If you go see in Egypt or India, those building one bridge, take them a year.
Correct.
Take them a year, slowly it's going. Because labor not there, technology not there is machinery not sufficient, so many things. Here you find a bridge in 1 month, 2 months, you can cross on top of it and walk. In 1 year, you can do big project as fast as you can do.
Now, one more thing which I'd like to ask you is the challenges. For example, 10 years before, your challenge would have been different. But now, your challenge would have been different. I'm talking about competition. Earlier, you would have, the competition or the challenges would have been different. Now it's different. How do you feel?
You see, if I talk about competition for myself, we are completely no worried.
You don't have competitors?
No competition, because we are protected ourselves very, very well. We are for 10 years to 15 years, up to my legs clubs, there's no worry at all about the competitions, because we are already in solid ground, and we know we don't worry. We will come anybody. The competition in our field of the business, increasing our business, but will not lowering our business down. There's no worry at all.
So you don't find any?
No.
Shipbuilding and ship repair. If you say, earlier days it was concentrated in the hands of a few, but today it's just diverse and distributed. What is the scope, or where do you see this shipbuilding industry in let's say 5 years from now?
Will continues going and growing.
What will be the growth rate like 50%, 10%, 20%?
I'm not sure 100, but 25%, 100% will be.
High.
That 100% in 10 years. But how much, we not can judge. We don't know what will happen. But never, the sea movement will stop. Never. And from transportation, from oil production, from construction, from everything, the 2/3 of the world in the sea, and always, if as much you use the sea, you will develop your life or your planet more and more.
We've heard that shipbuilding is a lot of it's time consuming. So to build a huge ship, or basically they say if it's done in China or Korea, they do it in a very short span. For example, in 3 years they can build the ship with respect to the size. but in another country it takes 4 or 5 years. Why is it so?
Doesn't make different. Always how you plan for it. Because I wonder second Korea and Japan built
Ships
faster because there's a protection.
Okay.
This protection prepare for the drawing, the design, everything. You just put it in the scale and you will go continue and you will finish it. And you go from, not all of them will come in this part and build a ship. I will bring 50,000 of employees and put them to build super tanker. Not all of them will come in one place to build that tanker. Somebody will build that part or the one part, this part, and all the drawing ready. Protection already. Each one will take it. You can hand the split your drawing, and all of them will finish it in a few months, definitely. But when you come here, so one person you want to start to design the vessel from A, to design it, to prove his certificate, to do. That is where the wasted time. To construct the vessel will not take the time.
Is your company an ISO company?
ISO company.
What do you think, according to your views, why are you successful? So, in your way.
Because first thing, I like the sea.
Okay.
I love my work. For that, when you love things and you like it, definitely you will do something.
You are a frequent traveler, I believe.
Yes,
because these photographs we've seen each are from different countries, is it?
Yes. So every country we go, we bring something to present that country, as you see, to keep that country. We've been there. We're not buy there. We buy it from the place where we go, to keep memory of that country.
Yeah.
And every country you will go, you will find something special and something good. You always will be kept as your memory. You will also benefit from it. How those made this, how those doing this, of food, of construction or building or something. You will make benefit from. The traveling was big help for educate yourself. To educate yourself, not only the school, the traveling your education when you travel. Not only if somebody says, "Why are you traveling?" You are losing money, but that travel, the money what you lose it, you are earning some experience and some knowledge in your life, increasing your knowledge, your life.
Let me. Now the shipbuilding, what are your hobbies in particular? Like, what do? You first of all, you don't get free time.
No. I never stop my hobby.
Okay.
My hobby to camp, to go to the sea, to fishing, one of the fishing, to enjoy, to have a night with their friends, from houses to house, from restaurant to restaurant, from everywhere. I never sleep one day in the holidays in the house, only in the night.
You are fully engaged.
Yeah, no, not engaged. Only to take my children to go to the sea, to go to desert, to go to the mountain, to go everywhere. Okay. Never. We don't like the laziness. I don't like the laziness. The person who sit home, never.
The wonderful aquarium which you have here, I believe I've never seen such a long and huge one, especially in a house. I think it's
built by Dubai Shipbuilding Engineering.
Okay. This one.
Same company built that.
Okay, but it's wonderful. It's huge.
80 feet by 10 feet height, by 2.5, 3 feet width. It's continuous of 12,000 gallon water.
Okay. You do respect the ruler as well.
The best, greatest man in our life.
Okay.
He is and his brother Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed, and those new generation now come. All of them take over. He is one of our belief, never we forget him.
Okay. I think you can introduce your son also.
And he's the new generation.
New
generation, Emirati. I hope he's the new generation. We hope he to have what we had. We have good life, good enjoyment of the life. We have freedom. We have these people to continue to have what we have.
What is your ambition in life? You're going to do naval architecture, I believe.
Be like my father.
Okay, so he's your mentor. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to talk to you, and it was a learning experience rather speaking to you, and it was really a cherishing moment. And it's not yet over. Our crew is going to your Jeddah, to your empire, to shoot a few snaps there, and then thank you very much once again.
Thank you for coming, and we wish you successful channel and successful life.
Thank you very much. Thank you.